here, episode 60. That is 60. Kind of cool to say that and know that we've had plenty of time to make things up and bring great content to you. As you can see, Sean and Sheldon deep in thought, working on getting posts out for all of the interviews that we've had. I know that we are way ahead on episodes that are live versus episodes that we have content for. Pretty sweet deal there, bringing life to the talking points that we have and all that good stuff. First off, it's freaking cold outside. So how are you guys this morning?
Staying warm.
It's got to keep moving, you know.
Yeah,
Stay in the gym. Moving around.
yeah, that thing is cold down there too.
Yeah,
Once
Did you wear your gloves when you were lifting this morning?
I did.
I did not.
You did not.
My hands are very calloused.
Yeah. Well, kind of let's reflect on last night's Indiana win. 16-0, first time ever winning a football championship. Fernando took over on that fourth down. Just so polished on all of that stuff for a team that's built off of the transfer portal. Not one scholarship for football has been given out there. They do have NIL money and all of that good stuff. I'm excited that the Big Ten won it. Sad that it wasn't my Buckeyes, but congrats to them and Miami. Everybody says Miami's back. Those two defensive linemen, definite, round one picks for the draft, which will be in Pittsburgh in April, and all that good stuff. Kind of crazy to think about. What are your guys' thoughts?
It's definitely it was an interesting matchup.
Yeah, absolutely.
As opposed to no SEC in there. That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Because those guys. But Indiana's a really good team. That coach is really, really good. He's got it figured out how to recruit, and he's not recruiting based on his talent evaluation is elite.
Yeah.
Because he knows I'll be interested to see, maybe not, it's not going to be this year because the coaching cycle is probably already done, but next year how his staff gets picked apart, and because he's of the Saban coaching tree, and now it's going to be a Cignetti coaching tree here pretty soon. So
absolutely.
There's already a few out there just from his time at JMU and IUPUI.
Yeah. I thought it was funny when he was like, I was scrubbing tables at IUPI.
Yeah. Guy just that's a football coach, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We saw him smile for the first time. Like, he's just so collected.
Yeah, he probably told himself, I'm not going to allow myself to smile fully
until it's done. Yeah.
I won a national championship at Indiana, of all places.
I also thought it was very unique that Miami pretty much had a home game.
Yeah.
Because that's where they play. They've played there since.
And absolutely it's kind of a home game, but at the same time, it's like it's not close to campus or anything down there.
Sure, but that's where they play their games.
Yeah.
I did a little research, and they've been doing that since 1987.
Well, before it was the Hard Rock. What was it called? The Dolphins' old stadium?
I forget.
But
something.
Back where the Marlins used to play baseball.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of wild to look at it that way. Indiana showed up, though. They were there for sure. But also the most expensive CFP game of all time, a minimum of $4,000.
It all goes back to the money.
Yeah. We just recently posted up one of the shorts about the suits and all of that good stuff.
It's just like how right at the end of the game they're presenting the awards, and Reese Davis is kind of the MC of that. And then to present the trophy, they got to go to the chair of the College Football Playoff Committee that nobody has any idea who it is.
Yeah.
Then you're just like, oh, great.
Indiana's football NIL fundraising is significant, with estimates placing their total roster spending around $21.1 million for the 2025 season.
Yeah. You have Mark Cuban came from graduated from there, so he's a big donor. back
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
And I mean, when you have
Look
to
at Miami.
replace the
Miami was 30 million.
yeah, it's like when you have to replace the whole,
Carson Beck with a 4 million plus.
you have to replace the whole roster. I mean, quarterbacks are going anywhere from 2 to 6 million, and then because they had a transfer quarterback last year from Ohio, Rourke, that when they went 11-2 or whatever last year, he was really good, and then they got Mendoza from Cal for I'm sure 2 or 3 million.
Sure.
Right. And then, but the way he did it was spread that 21 million out across the whole roster of,
Well, and I think
of
they
guys
got
coming
older
up.
guys, too.
Yeah. Coming up a level who have experience, who have success at the next level. He's not picking apart the scraps from an SEC school. Like he's not taking the
Right.
5th string wide receiver, 3rd string tight end, backup lineman from an SEC school. No, he's going and getting guys who have proved themselves at a level
Fernando
already,
is making 2.6 milli.
and that's cheap now.
Isn't that crazy?
And he won that
That's
dude.
cheap, yeah.
If you were to look at like what Pavia made at Vanderbilt, or
Even Avery Johnson.
even Avery Johnson, yeah, like in what Arch Manning's making at Texas, and
Yeah.
They have a low state income tax rate, so more players want to go there now.
This is
It's crazy to
Quit,
even say that out
quit
loud.
quit calling them student athletes,
Yeah,
man.
no, it's a
These-
job. It's
these guys
work.
are-
It's
these guys are moving there.
I listened one of the podcasts I listened to, he was talking about how there's this guy actually out of Indiana who does evaluation of every single FBS football program and what it's worth. That was interesting to kind of hear a tidbit out of he did it on a different podcast. He was just kind of like previewing it on a bigger podcast, but just because that's where it's going. Like,
oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Utah's already done something like that. They made it a public for-profit enterprise that people are buying stakes out of, and something like that. I don't really know the exact terminology, but I think Iowa was 15th in the country, rated at evaluated at $1 billion. And that's crazy to think about because
Oh,
you
yeah.
look at the cities that some of these are in, like Ohio
Yeah.
State. They're Columbus.
Columbus.
That's not like a humongous city. I mean, you guys were just there, right? That's where
We were.
well, yeah. Like
Huge city.
Iowa being in Iowa City's not very big, and
Columbus
then
didn't seem very big.
you have Cedar Rapids, which
think
is right
the
up the road,
Uber
but
driver told us there was like 1 million people there,
probably
something like that.
something like that. But I mean, and then like Iowa State, I think they were valued at like 500 million in Ames, which is growing, but it's not that big of a city compared to So and even
Chartrand texted me, said, "Did Signetti winning the championship prove that all the NIL is just a distraction? Coaching equals culture prevails again."
I mean, his
Weird.
his culture is unbelievable. I mean, just
But it's not like they don't have. They got
My-
pretty rich NIL fund there.
yeah, but you also
look at
but-
Miami, it's 10 more million down there.
but
It's also Miami.
Everybody has it like a 20 million. I think they're instituting a cap on the spending. I think it's supposed to be like 20 million next year, but which will be interesting. But I think, I mean,
20 on
you
the
look at
books.
last year. You look at last year
on the books,
and
I mean,
there's stipends everywhere.
Yeah.
Ohio State wins. I mean, they probably have one of the bigger NIL funds, but right, Coach
The
Day,
biggest
Ohio
is
State.
Texas A&M.
A&M, and then Texas obviously has a massive one. I don't know. Look that up. Who's got the biggest NIL
R&D,
fund?
R&D,
LSU
R&D.
probably massive.
Ohio
Yeah.
State is around 20 million annually.
That's not that big.
That's not that big. But I mean, the
else?
way Signetti did it is he spread it out amongst the players, and those guys are dogs. Like, believe in the program. So yeah, I mean,
LSU's closer to 30.
you look at some of that stuff, and I do believe the culture matters where you're at,
Oh, yeah.
and then just
Texas
following.
A&M over 50.
Yee.
But that's
Uh,
all Aggie athletes.
Oh, okay.
I want to know what Oregon is
Saying
because
25 million to the football alone, so it's probably a little more than that.
Oregon.
Oregon's
Remember,
got unlimited funds.
yeah, remember what year ago or maybe two, Phil Knight came in and said, "I want to," or whoever that is that is in charge
Phil
of all
Knight,
that,
yeah.
was like, go all in, win a national championship. I don't care what it costs.
23 million for Oregon, 40 million. Oh, 23 to 40. So that's kind of the range.
That's
Well,
a big spread.
Well,
Yeah.
but that's also not all of this is public.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
It
Oh,
could
yeah,
be.
the-
I mean, it could be 60, 70 million. We don't know. Like,
Could be.
I mean, it's averaging out to
you're
being
telling
high
me there's
20s.
there's not
basically.
extra stuff going under the table and all that stuff. There
Always
always has been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's just a little bit more of it's public.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think a lot
It
of it's the tip of the iceberg, and you know, you're gonna get people and wealthy individuals actually buying these football programs and making them either that, or you make the players employees of the school and pay them through that way.
Yeah.
And-
I wish we could find a more prominent way to bring baseball into this NIL conversation and maybe learn more about it.
I mean, it's not as obviously it's not as much as football. Nothing is, but I mean, most, like, if you look at an SEC school for baseball, there's at least $1 million on the field between the 9 guys.
Sure.
So,
But see, in football, we don't even account for that scholarship they got to come there to go to school. We account for their NIL deal. That I don't think those involve the scholarships either. So the scholarship itself is probably the money that we don't see. You know, like we don't talk about, because they have their booster club or their NIL fund that gets funded publicly. But then you look at the school's scholarship funds. Do they offer this? Is there kids going to school there for, you know, free food? Those are the monies that we don't get to see or we don't talk about.
Yeah, but to them, that's not what's getting paid out either.
It's still a fund that is coming out at some point. But, you know, I would
Yeah.
love to talk more about that in the baseball world, because, you know, those guys who have those high-level rosters and whatnot, are they pumping out scholarships or are they pumping out NIL money? Because baseball doesn't usually give out massive scholarships.
It's a little bit of both. I mean, there's a lot of scholarships that are given out for baseball, but it's just there's not as many TV deals. There's not as much viewership, you know, so the market cap of it is a completely different animal, because, I mean, they, you know, until the College World Series, I mean, you don't see him unless you're a part of the SEC network or something like that. Like, they don't really televise it like they do football. I mean,
Sure.
football's on mainstream media across the board all season long, even if you're a Mountain West team. You
Sure.
know? Like, you got MAC action on Thursday nights, and that's every Thursday broadcasted across everywhere.
And then baseball only comes around when it's College World Series time. And then it's
Baseball, you
everywhere.
get the top 10 teams on their, you know, their own networks, and very rarely on ESPN or anything like that. That's
Sure.
like, you know, from time to time you'll see it on there. I mean, shoot, I think you see softball on that more than you see baseball.
That's true.
You know, if you have ESPN Plus, you can see them all. But again, those still funnel through their networks that just go to ESPN. It's not like regular cable channel typically.
That's fair.
But, which is where all the money comes from. I mean, that's where the idea behind the big spending is, because of the viewership and advertising and marketing and all that stuff. I mean, that's where it all, you know, gets put into the blender and then put it all together to determine its quote unquote value.
Yeah.
So, and unless that changes, but I don't foresee that happening. Football's too big of a giant. I mean, basketball might rival it closer than like being a little bit closer to football, but I don't see baseball viewership in the same realm when it comes to college athletics.
Sure.
So worldwide, I think baseball is definitely growing, probably more than basketball. Maybe not. I don't know. Basketball's like huge in Europe and China, and I mean, as far as viewership stuff is concerned. So I don't know. Those two are probably a lot closer. You probably have soccer, that's number one globally for forever, and then American football is probably right underneath that, and then basketball, then baseball, if I had to guess. But
baseball's probably higher.
over basketball,
Yeah.
well,
Worldwide?
And
Oh, here we go, yeah.
I'll give you 2 reasons.
Oh, well,
Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge, and then the fact that the Blue Jays were actually good this year. You got to remember, Canada's a different country, but
I mean, you're right.
mean, you look at all these different countries that obviously soccer is number one in the world. I would contend baseball, we're talking worldwide, might be competing with American football.
Soccer is number one, so we got that right. Just guess what number 2 is according to this. I don't know. If this
Tennis.
Cricket.
Oh yeah, actually that makes a lot of sense. Well, India is the most populated country in the world. That's their
So
that's
cricket
sport.
is number 2. Field hockey is number 3.
That's ridiculous. That's not true.
Tennis is number 4.
That was close.
Volleyball is number 5. Table tennis is number 6. Baseball is number 7.
Yeah.
Table tennis is number 6.
Table tennis, man.
Goodness.
So this says popularity of sports worldwide has grown rapidly. Blah 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 blah. 7 billion worldwide viewers. Sports
designed to
business
distract
has
the
been
masses.
digging
I
deep
mean-
into it. I mean, I don't know if this is like old or something.
What about
See if there's, like, a year
Gladiator?
on it. I mean, I think
Table tennis?
this is probably a year old, maybe 2024 is what it says. But
That's crazy.
baseball's 500 million, golf 450
About like
million,
track and field.
basketball 400 million, NFL 400 million. So
Well, we are entering into the
Crazy.
Winter Olympics for 2026.
Yeah.
Those are going to be showing up just
Sport
before
for
the
business
Super
is
Bowl.
what that was on. So, I don't know.
Yeah, that's I'll be excited to kind of track a little bit of the Winter Olympics and talk about that because, got some hard workers out there
In
for the Team USA in the Winter Olympics.
I wonder if our Parisi guy is going to be on the bobsled team.
The bobsled team.
That'd be interesting.
Cricket, number 2. There you go.
Cricket number 2.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
I mean, maybe
Well, when
India.
you said it, yeah, that makes
Makes you
the-
think worldwide.
How many
Yeah.
people are in India?
Yeah,
like it's
that's
and then
big deal.
China. Well, and all over Europe they play cricket.
Yeah.
It's just much
Baseball.
larger.
Baseball's prominent, obviously, in Eastern Asia, right?
Yeah.
Am I doing that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Korea and Japan and kind of China.
Yeah.
And all those islands out there, and then
I mean, the Pro Japanese League is always popping.
oh yeah,
So-
KBO, and then what's the Japanese
Korean
one
baseball.
called?
It's so funny. I saw a video, some guy that called this Korean restaurant, and like every day he called him and asked him who he thought was going to win, and he did it, and he documented it for like 20 straight days, and he just kept doubling up his bet every time that he called this guy. He's like, "Who do you think's going to win this one?" And the guy would tell him, and he'd order food from him, and get his food, put the bet in, and if it hit, he called him the next day. He went like 20 days in a row.
That's
Pretty
crazy.
funny for Korean baseball. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
He knew his stuff.
Yeah. So, what do you guys want to talk about today? We've been hitting the baseball trail pretty hard. Parisi's, in the middle of its buy one get one promotion.
Yes, it is.
All the other things are moving and grooving. What's a fun topic that you guys want to touch on today?
Well, we're supposed to have a guest on, but
He just texted me and said he's still at school. I asked him if he woke up or not.
apparently he's been up this whole time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. He just returned from the Bahamas.
Yeah, it would be great to hear about that.
Yeah.
Hear about his cultural festivals that he
Yeah.
was participating
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
It's a little
And then
trailer
all
for the future.
all the reasons he couldn't come back. And
yeah. Now, I need to look up. I'm gonna take a look at our since it's episode 60. I haven't looked at these in forever, but
Statistics?
yeah, what
Oh,
our
yeah.
sticks.
Statistics, huh? Well, I can pull up our YouTube stuff while we're on here.
Episode 60. That means, believe it or not, if the Lord wills, we are 40 away from 100.
Yeah.
well, 60 is essentially 3 months minus like our break,
Yeah.
winter break in there, which is kind of cool.
So
Or if you're good at manipulating time,
It could be
2 months.
3 times that amount.
So we're sitting at 30 subscribers on YouTube.
Hey,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah,
welcome
yeah,
our
yeah.
30
All right.
people.
Yeah.
I don't even know if
talking-
I'm subscribed.
We're talking to 30 people right now.
Let's get 31. I'm gonna see if I'm subscribed or not.
Let me see here. Let me pull
Smash
this
that
up.
like button and subscribe.
Yeah. Go follow our page. Thank you very much. All right. So total for us on YouTube is 1,515 views, 30 subscribers, 57,000 impressions. And we're running at a 1.3% like rate
What's
per
our-
video.
Does it say views?
I'm already
Impressions.
subscribed.
Impressions is that views is 1,515.
Okay.
And then watch time is 260.5 hours.
Out
yeah,
of
they're about an hour long. So
out of 303,600 hours. Did I do the math
I
right there?
don't- I don't
Out of
So-
60 hours, I should.
something like that. TikTok's got 66,000 post views. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, just
66 on there. Let me check old Instagram.
let's see here.
I don't even know where to see that.
All
at.
time. All right. So on Spotify, we have 214 plays, 39 hours of consumption, and our followers are 8.
All right.
Love
we're almost
that.
to
You get-
50. We're getting there.
Yeah. Yeah. Episode ranks. Uh-oh. Man, Carly Ford leads the way, followed by episode 8 with just Wichita Parisi. But in the last 30 days, we're growing, you know. We're 46 plays on Spotify, just kind of
Jeez Louise. Here we
doing
go.
that stuff.
Instagram is at 93,000 views over the last 90 days, which is more than enough, I think.
Yeah, but what's lifetime on that?
That is. 90 days would be lifetime.
Roughly.
93,000.
If you're good at manipulating time, though.
Accounts
That's actually
reached.
180 days.
28,300 accounts reached.
Yeah,
If you're one of those 20,000,
Forever.
comment.
just kind of growing there, you know, getting a few text messages during the show itself.
What's kind of cool is like some of the top ones are like our early ones. November 3rd, November 10th, January 6th. Like, I guess that one's close. but-
January 6th.
Yeah. What's that?
Oh, you
Just a
know,
great
just
day.
just a day
Okay.
insurrection per se.
93, almost 100,000 on Instagram. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
We've seen some people that actually
Justified.
like follow it. We have
What's
175 followers. On
What's
Instagram.
the Facebook looking like?
That's a good question.
Yeah, guys, follow it.
Yeah, I
Don't
mean,
don't
we're-
just like and view. Follow.
yeah. That's Sean's sales pitch.
Spotify.
Like and follow for
subscribe.
10% off at 7 Brew KSHQ 10.
No promises that would work, but you can try.
Last 90 days on Facebook, 42,000 views, 2K engagement, 149 on our audience.
Oh wow.
So, you know, we're getting close to 200K as far as like overall viewership, I think, across all the platforms. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
That is pretty neat, you know. We need to get some more locals on. This
Oh,
Friday we're going to interview with or pod with Tessa's Army.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, finally speared that one and got him to lock in and put it on his calendar. Evan Smith will join us, head
We
coach
still-
of Tessa's Army, the national champions from the Summer Ball Showdown in 2024. All kinds of fun things
Yep.
there. Trying to get my good friend Megan Miller on to talk about 316 Tulsa Elite softball and then all the things she's done over the time. You
Still
know,
haven't
I've known her
gotten-
for a long time, and whenever she has a moment and can spare an extra 45 minutes, we'll get her on here. She's having a good time being a mom and just moving back to Wichita, running a business. So we know she's busy.
To-do.
Still haven't gotten any basketball people on, have we?
Man, I've been trying.
We're like so
It's
out
just-
of touch.
it's
with
just-
basketballs.
I mean, full transparency, it's not my favorite sport to watch. I'd love to go to a game just for the experience, but like I want to go to a pro game.
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't want to go to a
I
pro
have
game.
absolutely less than zero interest in doing that, unless it's like the only possible thing to do.
Now, if I got invited to go, I wasn't paying for it. Sure.
You'd probably give it a shot.
I just
But
would not.
I just don't know how to get
I'd
into
rather
it.
see a G League game. More
Never-
hunger in there.
I
I'd
never.
much rather go to a college game.
Oh yeah.
Well, 10 out of 10.
I mean, we can always go to a Wichita State game just for
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
My brother was
Pull some
coaching
strings.
the YMCA rec league basketball, and the assistant coach's son was on the team. It was pretty cool. Talked to the coach's wife a few times and asked her about WSU basketball, and she said it's interesting when they travel because it's just here and there. Go bye bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I still
haven't-
cannot believe that the Bills fired Sean McDermott. That's wild.
We're trying to talk about basketball here.
I know, but that's just crazy to me.
Well, I mean, easy enough. Saleh is going to be the new head coach of the Tennessee Titans, and then him and his old buddy D'Amico Ryans can fight each other twice a year on the gridiron. You know, just kind of think about that. Maybe McDaniels joins Saleh in Tennessee, and hopefully he doesn't do anything bad with that quarterback.
Where I thought Nagy was going to Tennessee.
There's conflicting reports.
Yeah.
I read it on that too. I read both of those. I don't know. I think when you get in the coaching carousel, like I swear they just say all kinds of things publicly to try and make stuff move around and happen, you know.
Stir the
Stir the
pot.
pot.
The enemy
yeah.
not coming back to KC now?
He's coming back to Kansas City.
He is.
So
I
they
think
just
he's-
moved off and
His
Nagy
was
then?
official. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
don't
That I mean, that's I mean, they moved him up to have the interview, and then last night the report came out that they're working on a deal to bring him down as the head coach.
Hmm.
I'm still waiting anxiously to make sure the Niners don't terminate Shanahan.
Why would they?
Dude, why would they terminate the Bills coach? Why would you terminate
Yeah.
the Raven? Why would Harbaugh? Why would you why would Tomlin step down?
God, I hope they please fire Shanahan.
Dude, don't wish that on
Please.
anybody.
No, I'm wishing that on. Yeah, I want that to happen right now.
I
Please fire
never
him,
wished that
and then
Lafleur
let
would be
us
terminated.
Yeah, it's not the same. Shanahan's that whole organization. If they got rid of him, that would just be ridiculous. But it would be nice. That'd be great for everybody else. Dude, if we could get him on as like a DC,
DC or OC?
OC, DC, special teams, I don't care. Anything.
This just in,
That would be amazing.
the Packers hire Kyle Shanahan as a co-head coach.
Seriously, I'd take that too. What? I mean, Salah was running around with us for a while because
Yeah.
him and LaFleur are buddies, but
Defensive mind for
yeah,
sure.
he's gonna want a head coaching job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, Naj. Come on.
What?
What?
Is he responding?
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks a lot, Naj.
So okay, I think with Harbaugh and Tomlin, it's a little bit different. I don't think they should have been moved off of, but it's just
You see all this. I'm sorry to cut you off.
the long time like that just hasn't clicked in a long time. you know?
Sure.
They,
but
they're
you,
still, they've reached the owners, and I'm not saying the owners are justified in doing what they did, but they've reached their ceiling. Like Tomlin had a ceiling. It's 10 wins and a early playoff exit since the
10 years.
Roethlisberger
Yeah.
and Brown and Bell, and like since they were really one
But
of
you
the top
also
teams in the
see what
NFC.
these young bucks are doing. I mean, look at the Seattle Seahawks. He's 38 years old.
Exactly, and he's a good
He's
coach.
fired up. He's
He's a
ready to
good
rock.
coach.
I mean, you look at Ben Johnson. You look
And-
at all those guys.
But these guys are all Shanahan, McVay type.
McVay is a Shanahan tree.
Right, exactly. So like it's
LaFleur is
now I
a
would-
Shanahan
I
tree
think so.
McVay is his own tree now.
now, but
Yeah.
He's
once he
Yeah.
won a Super Bowl, he became his own tree.
everybody's coming.
But now I don't know. Like I don't. Yeah, you can't move off Shanahan if you're the Niners.
Oh, please do it. Please.
They're so
Please.
once again, it's just like the LaFleur thing. You can't move off LaFleur. They were so injured this year. They're so injured.
I mean, it's a different argument, but when you look at
I don't know.
Tomlin's, like, sure, okay, you got dinosaur Aaron Rodgers, which still good quarterback. No excuses for him not to be able to compete at a high level, but his best wide receiver was
Yeah.
Adam Thielen.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I don't
DK
know,
Metcalf.
like
I mean,
DK
like-
Metcalf too,
And they
when he was
traded
there.
off Pickens. They could have had an elite offense if they wouldn't
Pickens
have
was-
traded him.
I just don't understand how the head. I don't know. Like, I guess it's just my outlook. Don't get me wrong. The head coach is responsible for a lot of things. Like, I'm not trying to downplay what they do.
Well,
by any
that
means.
okay. That's the weird thing about the Bills is that the GM stand
yeah.
and they're moving off McDermott.
But you act like his
When
game calling
Josh Allen
was,
has not had a receiver in years.
and it's not like McDermott turned the ball over 5 times.
Right.
Like, that would. I'm like, hey guys, sorry. Like, that's the part of it to me. Like, I understand if you want a cultural change, you want a locker room change, like
I
you just
think-
want to do.
Where the
that,
Ravens and
like,
Steelers
sure.
are going, the Ravens and Steelers want the Shanahan type kind of coach, the Shanahan McVay type coach, where
Sure.
it's young, offensive minded. They want that
Exciting,
like culture
yeah.
flip,
Sure.
which the Titans tried to do, which flopped when they hired the Bengals OC, which I thought that was a terrible hire anyway, because it's like, okay, but Zach Taylor I think is an overrated coach, but you hired the Bengals OC after you moved off Vrabel, and then now Vrabel he's probably going to a Super Bowl now
Yeah.
in his first year as with the Patriots.
I feel like when you get to one side of that coin, then you get there for a little bit, and then you're like, well, we want the other side again too. Like, it's just
Well, this
those
is
defensive-minded, hard-nosed, old-school
D'Amico
guys.
Ryans on the,
Like, those guys, like, they get nothing but praise for their defense, but then you go look at their offense and it struggles, and it's like,
but
then they-
there's
then they
a
remove it.
floor to their coaching. Like
Yeah,
they're not
100%,
not like what Tomlin's never been under 500 in his entire coaching career. It's the whole
Right.
like with Iowa having Kirk Ferentz for the last million years, and then Iowa fans being like, oh, can we move on from this guy?
Yeah.
And then just time and time again, he'll have a big year,
yeah,
and then a big year because like, and then you see all these different coaching stops flipping through coaches every single year and never having stability when they were once a good program. And you're like, do you really want to like touch that beast where you move off a real, like, are you so upset with being perpetually above average to that you're gonna be okay with having some really rough years and making the wrong hire and going to the dark age for a while? Like, that's the thing. But I think that's probably what the Ravens and the Steelers want to do, is they want some sort of youthful presence. And then the Giants, who have been trying to do this offensive minded flip the switch kind of thing since they moved off what's his name, Coughlin, back in the day, and it has not worked out. But they hired Joe Judge and then Dabble. Who was the other? I feel like there was another one in there too, but maybe there
just whoever they had recently. I don't even know who that was.
well, that was Kafka, but that was an interim.
Oh,
But Kafka is also the kind of quote unquote young offensive minded.
Right.
But now them, if they got Harbaugh, like if that's finalized yet, I don't know. But like
I
if the
don't know.
Giants go get, like, that could be flipping the switch back in the right direction for them with a young team if they get a guy like Harbaugh, or Tomlin goes to, I don't know, the Cardinals, or, well, they're not firing their head coach, but they still have him. But I don't know. There's
so many variables that play into that. It's just hard for me to like wrap my head around like that one switch for these organizations is going to be like this. All right,
Dynamic thing.
Now we're back.
It is funny.
Like,
But-
I feel
But they're
bad
looking
for-
at Vrabel. Look at Vrabel.
I know. He's an old school.
That's what the mentality is. Oh, our previous coach went 4 and whatever for 2 years. Now we bring Vrabel in and we're playing in a championship game. That's the thought process. Do you think bringing in a coach who has a Super Bowl under his
Yeah,
belt.
but the pieces behind all of that are the reason that they're playing in the game. Like,
Correct.
and sure, like I think that the coaching staff obviously has a role in that, and there's definitely a piece of that is there. But dude, whoever is doing the drafting and the free agent signings, and if the head coach is heavily involved in some of that, then sure, like they get the credit where that credit is due. But it's no secret that when these organizations, I mean, the reason that the Patriots are really good, look at their free agency spending over the last 3 years.
Yeah.
They've been in the top. Like they've been spending money left and right to go and sign all of these guys, and they're getting good veteran players.
They needed the right leader.
They get a good young quarterback that they can build around, and their defense has been pieced back together with quality pieces because they went and spent money.
And they draft a
that's
running
what
back
the
that
Packers,
one
you know,
punch,
now you throw a coach in there that's competent. Like, did the coach make all those decisions, and that's why? Like, I guarantee you, the coach that they fired, if you would have spent that money for him, he probably would have done okay too.
Probably not.
Maybe not as good as Vrabel, but still, like, it's the concept of the teams that are spending the money to go get the guys and doing everything on the books the right way. Like, it's no secret why they typically are pretty good. Most of the time, like not every time, obviously. There's some, trust me, we do our fair share of terrible signings. So we spent,
Salah's getting a 5-year contract just posted.
yeah, which he deserves one, but it's just,
I just hope it's not another Jets thing.
I don't know why the Jets didn't see that out farther though.
yeah,
That's that like you gotta have some of these organizations
organizations with a big Z,
Organizations.
camaraderie,
have so much camaraderie
stewardesses
that they are stewardesses to the game of football.
But they need to be patient. I mean, like, especially if you're the Jets, like, be patient for a second. Like, let something happen there. Like, if they hired Aaron Glenn, first year wasn't great. You didn't have all the pieces together. I think the Jets should run it back with Justin Fields again, but get him some more help on the O-line and patch up that D. I think Justin Fields is a pretty talented quarterback, but he has just been the most awful situations so far.
I mean, yeah. Do you think he's not trying to compare him to Joe Burrow, but if he was with the Bengals, do you think Justin Fields would have similar success?
I would say the Bengals wouldn't be that far off if they had Justin Bengals.
Yeah, Justin Fields.
If they had Justin
If
Fields.
his name was Justin Bengals and he played for the Bengals,
Come on,
they'd probably be pretty good.
yeah.
But
You're right.
obviously Joe Burrow is better than Justin Fields. But if Justin Fields had those weapons, end of the day, Bengals never and will never have a defense, so it doesn't matter at the end of the day. But what's interesting about the Bills, I was going to say this earlier. I feel bad for Bills fans. I feel bad for Josh Allen, but it is funny. Like, after every year they lose to the Chiefs, they got to get a rule change in there, and then now they lose again on this weird catch
change. Let's go.
interception thing, and that's going to get addressed in the offseason because the
100%.
Bills lost
Because the
by
Bills were in there.
and they're going to get
I feel
some
bad
sort
for
of
Randy because he broke his ankle in disappointment
yeah.
to the Bills walking down the stairs.
Randy broke his ankle.
Something, I don't know if it's broke. But
it was too
He's
too
hobbled.
swollen. He was too swollen for the X-ray, so
yeah,
it might be a foot thing.
it's a fracture for sure.
But
And straight disgust from the Bills' loss. I think it actually happened before the game, but
it did.
well,
'Cause he was
in
moving
our
stuff.
story,
In
it
our-
happened afterwards. He was so upset that he kicked
That was rough, man.
the
That was
floor.
rough.
Yeah, it was
But
crazy.
Throwing a tantrum, just
Bills might be the most suffering franchise.
Oh,
I
it's
don't know.
brutal.
Like, I know there's some franchises who have really not experienced success, but the Bills being so close so many times and literally having one of the
I
best.
mean, over the
quarterbacks.
last probably 10 years, like watching. I mean, I feel their pain because we do it as well. Like, we don't ever get
but
past
you
it.
can't feel their pain that
Not
much
from a big picture scale.
because the
Yeah,
Packers have won
yeah.
a lot.
I'm just saying over the last 10, 15
Yeah.
years, getting into the playoffs and not moving through them. Really, we've lost multiple NFC Championship games because of stupid things. So it is what it is.
Yeah, just imagine.
Just imagine.
Just imagine.
Yeah, Malik. He's probably going to Miami.
Maybe, yeah, probably.
Probably going there.
I do hope the Titans kind of see it through with Cam Ward.
I do too.
I think he's really good.
His talent's unreal.
I think he's really good, and it would be a shame if he got Malik Willis, because that's what happened to Malik Willis. They drafted. Now he was a 3rd-round pick,
Yeah,
but
different.
I
mean, they're pretty.
they
much all
drafted
in.
him. They gave him a little bit of time, and then they traded him after they got the new coach. But yeah, hopefully Cam Ward.
Malik's probably going to Miami. Good for Miami fans.
Good for Miami.
Miami
Good-
is basically
good-
Green Bay South.
Good for everyone.
They have
Either that or the
they have
Chiefs.
our old DC is their current DC.
Or the Chiefs as
And then you
Mahomes
got
recovers.
Our new DC, who's now going to be your head coach. And I'm sure there's some players down there too that I just don't know. But
I told
now
this
you're
to
going to get our
Sheldon.
rising
I told,
superstar.
Yeah, I told
quarterback.
this to Sheldon yesterday. Malik's not going to Miami. Jordan Love's going to Miami. And then they get an upgraded quarterback for cheaper, and they get the draft picks from trading Jordan Love to Miami.
That would be blockbuster.
That would be amazing.
That would be completely against the Packer way.
It's fine. Shake it up.
Maybe
Why not?
they need to
Shake
go
it up.
against the grain.
There you go.
Go
It's
against
time
the
fire
grain.
in
It's
the
time
floor.
for
Yeah.
Malik.
Yeah,
Bring
no.
Malik out. Let him
Malik's
run.
actually going to be the quarterback and head coach.
Yeah.
I think Malik goes to the Cardinals.
I don't know. Cardinals are going to sign
Cardinals
Carson
already had
Palmer.
that style of quarterback. I don't think they want another one.
This one's taller.
That's true.
Doesn't play.
Cam-
a lot,
Cam
probably doesn't
better,
spend.
but-
Probably is not endorsed by COD.
But yeah, I don't know.
Kyler Murray should have played baseball.
Yeah. Let's talk about episode 60. What do you guys? That's
Yeah, we've rambled on
that-
for 42 minutes.
yeah, that's a little bit of a milestone for us at the Sports HQ. I think that's kind of cool. What have you guys felt like over the first 60 episodes that we've gotten better at, or things that have been different? Minus, the rambling's gonna ramble. It just is what it is. That's part of the thing. But how do you guys feel about getting to episode 60?
There's days where it feels like it has been like, what are we going to talk about? And then learning how to
Like
interject a little more, because we typically listen with intent when we're talking to each other. And then that's been a very different.
It's a tricky dynamic with three
Yeah.
people trying to interview one person. So when we do have guests on here, I think when I listen to the episodes with, like when I was listening to the one where you had the curve pitcher on here who's in the Rockies organization,
Braxton Hyde.
Braxton Hyde. Yeah, I was listening to that. I thought that just was a little bit more smooth with the two people interviewing.
You're
But
wrong.
But so I'm using this episode 60 as a chance to step down. I'm officially.
Thank you guys. I waited until we rambled for 45 minutes.
Goodbye.
That's funny. He just leaves.
Yeah.
Well, now it's just bringing coffee, so I'm gonna stay. But, yeah, and even like the one with Keyshawn.
Yeah.
That was also a really good one, I thought. So when I listened back to those that I was not on, and just the two people, it just feels like it goes a little bit smoother. So it just there's obviously podcasts out there that are really popular that you have multiple people on and interviewing one person, but it's just kind of weird. I don't like to interject, and I probably won't. And trust me, there's a lot of times where I'm like, and then somebody else starts talking, and I was like, well, I'm not going to talk over them or anything. So
Well, you
it's-
don't even have to talk over. Just like make a noise.
I did clear my
'Cause
throat a couple times yesterday.
Well, that's not a noise. That's just your normal
Yeah, well,
mannerisms.
No.
Yeah.
You don't know my normal man.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't
We
know.
hear you every day.
Yeah, Sheldon's like asking a question. I was like,
You were not like that.
it wasn't that loud. It
Exactly.
wasn't that big of a breath, but I was like,
Hey, that's what you should do. Just scream out.
no,
Hey,
no, I'm not gonna do that.
that'd be
I'm
funny.
not gonna do that. So Then what it's gotten to is Sheldon and Dave looking at me or saying, "Do you have a question, little boy over there? Do you want to ask a question?"
That's the hardest part. Is we're like, we want you to be involved, and
And
then
then
we're
I'm-
just like,
Then I'm like,
"Huh?"
well, that's the thing too. It's like just
Hey, little one,
sometimes it's
what's
like,
going
it's-
on in that
it's-
little brain of yours
Yeah,
over there?
you thinking over there? You done picking your nose, and you actually want to contribute to the conversation?
Banks, pay attention.
I mean, it's about the same. Yeah. So I don't know.
Little boy.
I think the other thing
Here's
is
our
like,
celebrity Make-A-Wish question from Sean in the corner.
through episode 30 of like black out and just not remember what we talked about, and then I'd be like reviewing and trying to edit, and I'm like, okay, that's what we talked about, sweet, like hitting that autopilot mode sometimes. And I think we're growing as far as being able to ask questions on the fly that hit a good topic for everyone listening. It's just been obviously a learning curve. We just kind of said, hey, let's do a podcast, and
Yeah, and part of it's also we do just kind of wing it every single time. I mean, I don't ever remember, like, it's just, for me, there's enough time in the day, but there's also not enough time in the day for me to think about preparing questions.
sure.
And then when I am, like, I even asked my brother one time, I was like, hey, you interview athletes all the time. I was like, hey, do you have any idea of some questions I can ask this type of person that we're about to interview, like a sport athlete? And he's like, I don't know, I'd have to know more about the person. I was like, that didn't help.
Yeah, but see, to me, like, I don't know. Like, this whole thing is, I don't want us to be like that. Like,
You
to
don't-
me, I don't think
Well,
that.
fine, I'll stay quiet then. I'll stay
Well,
mute.
I mean, you
I'll stay
talking a
mute.
little more is cool, but like, I don't want to be like some other podcasts and have it all formatted and all that BS. Like, that's not what this is for. Like, this is for us to just unpack our daily thoughts and just talk about what we're doing, and then highlight kids around our area, and like, we don't need this.
Unpacking yesterday's thoughts into today is
We
really
don't.
what
We don't
it
need
is.
this to be some sort of a.
Unpacking tomorrow's thoughts into yesterday's episode.
Yeah, see?
to make
Now
today
we have a new
better
tagline.
tomorrow.
Well,
See, but, we're not going to be ESPN and blah blah blah.
I
Like, we're
definitely don't want to be ESPN.
Yeah,
I'll
like,
tell you that much.
We just want this to be organic and authentic and just us doing our thing.
It's
you
just
know?
unfortunate. Authentic usually.
Trust me,
means
the goal of
awkward
this
and
is to
retarded.
never make
dude, I
this
said it again.
anything other than what
Dude,
we're
I said
doing right now.
Just-
Like,
three friends having a chat with some visitor sometimes,
there you go. Yeah.
and maybe
I do
a,
think it
maybe
is
a
really
coffee
cool that
or-
we hear. I mean, I've heard just from tons of people like that just pop in and pop out. Like, oh man, heard you guys on the podcast. Like, that was awesome. Like, your guys' podcast is so cool. Like, it's just this, that, and, like
They must not
people-
listen every day.
like they just say, I was talking to Shark Train the other day. He was talking. Remember when he was
Yeah,
in there
yeah,
with
yeah.
us? He was like, "Yeah, dude. Like, I tell my buddies about your guys' stuff all the time because guys talk about doing a podcast all the time. Like, oh, let's get on and just talk. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's not that simple, but sure. And he was just like,
Advice.
dude, I think it's so cool that you guys are doing that.
Don't do it. I'm just kidding.
And then,
have some
If you
fun
have
and do
the
it.
itch,
Yeah, if you
Don't itch it.
If you have the itch, just call us
put
and
your hand
we'll
back
let
in the
you.
pocket.
We'll let you come in and
Yeah.
put on the headphones.
There you go.
You
Do
know,
drugs.
it's
do
kind
something
of
else. Don't do a podcast.
it's a different.
It's more rewarding.
It's a different
Well,
if it's
for a
a
moment,
different
moment,
experience
yeah.
altogether. I just we have people who want to come in and people who want to be on their phone and do it. It's a different experience for everyone, and
I think for 60 episodes, reaching 200,000+ now across like our stuff, that's a pretty cool. I mean, when we started the whole thing, like we didn't know what numbers to even look or think about, and frankly, we don't really care even to this day. Like, I hadn't looked at that for forever. We just picked
we're
it up
just-
to check it out. But I think that is important, right? Like, we're in a small town. Like, in comparison to like big cities, you know what I
Sure.
mean? 200,000 accounts that are around seeing our stuff is like the whole city of
200,000?
yeah.
I thought you said
Probably over.
20,000.
200, 200,
That's a little bit more than
comma
20,000.
0,
Just a
0,
tad.
0. Yeah,
But I mean, I don't know that. You think of all the small communities that surround Wichita.
Hey, you
like,
200,000 accounts. Subscribe.
maybe like
follow.
it, you know?
Like
Yeah.
it.
Go to Seven
Yeah.
Brew with KSHQ10. Good
You
luck.
know? I just think us sharing our thoughts and just what we got going on just brings more eyes to what we're
Even
doing. So that hasn't necessarily
3%
changed
of
at all.
those 200,000.
You know
Yeah.
what I would like to see happen more is people just reach out and say, "Hey, I'd love to be on the podcast, talk about some of the passionate things that I'm doing in the community."
Yeah, feel free to reach out.
I think that would
DM,
be, if there's
comment,
something that we can get better
whatever,
at,
yeah.
is going to be more of the engagement portion of it. You know, like just trying to find ways to keep it engaging and keep it, you know, about the community. You know, we kind of had that conversation about like our community and praying for our community and like the
Oh,
people
yeah.
around here.
Mhm.
Like, I think that that's something that over time, as we develop and keep doing things, like, there's no right or wrong to it. Like, and that's the part that I think everybody, not just us, but I think everybody gets to in their heads about it, where it's like, well, what are we doing today? What is this? What is that? Like, who cares? Like, you know what I mean? Guess what? We're going to do it tomorrow. And then the next day and the next day. Like,
The
don't overthink it,
I-
but let's find things around here that we can continue to highlight, right? Like, even if it's, it means nothing to some people, but it could mean everything to some person, you know?
Well,
And
yeah,
that's
they
the
can
mentality.
come in here and talk about whatever they do, and then they
Yeah.
can post it up on their own socials
Exactly.
and replay.
Like, let's just be a platform to help those people in that way, and then that's how we can serve more people.
right, and then ultimately the goal is to take all your children and put them in our program.
Well, we're gonna maybe rob you, but
Well, no, we're just going to take their children.
I mean, as we're chatting
On the
today,
bus.
you know, one of our faithful
Saw that clip
listeners said that come May they want us to actually take our podcast to them and talk and do stuff. You know,
it sounds like
have
a lot
some
of work.
food and everything.
Well,
like
okay,
that.
you said
But,
food?
Yeah,
All
there's
right, I'm
food
in.
involved,
I'm in.
and you know, I'm still not allowed to talk about it. Sheldon and I know a little bit about it, but behind the scenes, it's coming together, and it'll be a great opportunity for the community side of it, because the guy that's behind it has been ingrained in the community around here for a long time. But I think being able to go places and do that, it was a lot
kind
of fun.
Another step to take forward. Yeah.
Teach you how to either be here and run everything. So, you know, if we were to go somewhere or one of us
Oh,
went
so
somewhere.
I don't get the food. I get it.
No. But
Makes sense.
no, that's a different situation. Maybe you want to go out in the community and be involved and take the podcast with you.
If there's food involved, yeah, sure. Fine.
We're visiting the Casey's in Goddard, Kansas today.
So I'm here. I'm gonna have a piece of breakfast pizza.
Yeah.
I'm here with my man. What's your name again? Oh, hey.
He's the creator of this pizza.
Angela, working here,
Yeah.
had no idea I was coming in today.
Ambush podcast. It's our
Yeah.
new thing.
Just hanging out.
Oh, man.
Go around with his
But-
microphone, running around. Just,
Yeah.
Helly, how's it going? What's your thoughts on this?
Tell me about your day.
Your thoughts are
You,
wrong.
you go to hand it to him and just like, just hit him right in the
Hey,
face.
speaking of the mic, please.
Oh man, I just think it'd be cool to have more people reach out. If you're watching it,
Especially
you know,
basketball, wrestling people, reach out.
well, we have a wrestling guy. We just got to make time for him,
Sure, but
and he watches us all the time. He messaged us on Instagram today.
good.
Coach Haskins.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to. We'll hopefully get maybe as especially as like playoffs start to roll around for basketball. Maybe get a few people in here just to talk about how the season's going and what's going on, and maybe
Okay.
get just a kid from Wichita back on here too. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be
Talk
good. I mean,
basketball.
he would probably light it up for us with that.
Yeah.
You know, have him come in studio.
It's just I think we said this the other day, but it's just hard to keep track of basketball. Football
Well,
Friday nights, we don't necessarily. I mean, we work Friday nights too, but like not that much and not as late usually. So we can make football games, you know. But it's like basketball games during the week at night. It's just like
Not
we
possible.
Can't get there. I mean, and then we just kind of lose, not on purpose, obviously, just kind of lose track of it. And some of our then we don't see our basketball players very much because they're playing basketball every night. So hard to stay locked into that. But you know,
So Sheldon, what are your thoughts on episode 60? I mean, you shared we kind of talked about a few things, but you're the driving force behind the ideas in this. And what are your thoughts collectively on all the things?
Oh, I mean, I already said that. I think that us doing it our way is the most important thing, and just being original and authentic to the idea behind why we started doing it in the first place, and just keeping it that, and just having fun with it. And
Have we ever thought about having an umpire on here?
No.
we could.
We definitely could.
Yeah, I mean, I think that for us, like I said, it's just continuing to find ways
First
to get
question. Why do you hate baseball?
out and doing more just in the communities, Like
Yeah.
there's if we're overthinking it, that's the issue, right? Like you guys can get on in 2 minutes, get on your Facebook page that you guys all spend time on and have somebody to talk to. Just don't overthink it. Like just, hey, you want to hop on our podcast today? Why? Because, why not? I mean, that's the value in what it is that we're doing, and we can just have a conversation with whoever, however, for whatever, and just make it fun.
True.
Keep it simple.
I have been trying to get some coaches on with for the Summer Ball Showdown.
Yeah, those guys will be fun. I'm getting ready to start doing players too. So I talked to guys about that at the league meeting. So they're getting all of their team meetings scheduled. So then I'm going to try and, once I know what all those are, then I'm going to try and start reaching out to some of these guys that have actually gotten their stuff back in so we can have them on. That'll be a fun thing to do.
Sean, I just came up with an idea. When you don't feel like talking, just throw a mascot head on.
He just sits there and head.
You guys will be too locked into asking your questions to even notice me just sitting there.
And then you just be like,
So then I'll actually come around to your camera,
just
lean over your shoulder.
just, hey, I'm Batman.
And then you'll be like, oh, what's your question? And then by the time that all happens, I'll forget. So
Oh, man.
I actually don't have a question. I just wanted to wear this mascot.
All
Well,
right.
well, let's wrap this thing up.
Wrap it
Episode
up.
60.
Congrats for getting here.
Yeah, just a big reflection on things. And again, if you guys want to talk on this, get involved with us. Just shoot us a message. We're happy to get you involved. We have a link that you can jump in on. You could come to studio and put on the headphones and all that good stuff. It's just an opportunity that is knocking, and all we got to do is have you reach out. So,
Yeah, comment, make fun of us. I don't care. We can take it. And we'll respond to the comment. Maybe we'll make fun of you. Maybe we won't. Who knows?
most likely not making fun of you, but
We will make fun of you.
okay, however you want that to go. Well, Sean, can you lead us in prayer today? Ooh, I mixed it up.
Can
Huh.
and will.
Thank you, sir.
Lord, thank you for allowing us to do this again. If it's in your will, Lord, pray that we make it to 100, 200, so on and so forth, and just continue to have more guests, more conversations, and promote other people, other good people who want to do good things, and hopefully honor and glorify you while doing them. I pray that we keep you first and foremost in our mind as we go through this, as we get to episode 70, 80, 90, whatever it might be, and continue to have a servant's heart as we speak about the community. And as Sheldon said, be authentic. Be authentic in our faith. Be authentic in our service. This is, obviously we care about the clicks, we care about the numbers and all that, Lord, but ultimately that doesn't matter. Ultimately, what matters is the words that come out of our mouths and the actions that we do to follow them up. I pray for our community, Lord. I just pray for the safety of our community. Wichita and Wichita area, all the communities our baseball teams are in. Pray for the people there. Pray for their safety. Pray for them chasing after you over everything. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Well, that's it for episode 60, Kansas Sports HQ. That's right. It was 6-0. We'll see you guys next